I had originally planned to sit down, but no, fuck it, I'm gonna still sit down. It's just there's shit in the way type shit. There's grass, and it's wet too. But I want to start off today with just a little story. Yesterday night, I was driving back home. It was like at 8:30. Nah, it wasn't 8:30. It was around 8:30, I think. And I was driving home, and music started playing. Well, obviously music was already playing, but a certain song started playing. Kind of ashamed. It kind of feels weird talking about this because I feel like I'm supposed to be over it already. Y'all can't even see me, and my ass is already wet, so fuck that. I'm supposed to be over it already. You know, it's already been a month. No, not a month. It's already been 4 months. So why am I still thinking about this shit? You know, why the fuck do I still think about my old relationship? And yesterday, today more than ever, because today would have been a year. But that's probably why, you know, I've been thinking about it. But back to the story. Yeah, yesterday the song started playing, "Wait for You" by Future and Drake. And I just felt like crying. I'm gonna be honest, I just felt like crying. I felt like crying, and I mean, normally whenever I do feel like crying, I'll just fight it. You know, I didn't want to embrace it. I didn't want to. Normally, I would just not embrace it, fight against it, and just try to switch from that emotion to another emotion. But yesterday, I just decided to fully embrace it, just let it be, let it flow out of me. And then I came to a realization that I don't want to be numb, you know. I don't want to suppress my emotions, because I noticed that when I was in a relationship, I wouldn't really suppress my emotions. I would feel negative emotions, I would express them with my partner. If it's good emotions, I would express them with my partner. And it was great, you know. That's healthy. It's healthy to do that, to express your emotions. And obviously getting out of the relationship, I just haven't been doing that. And these videos have been helping, you know. I've kind of expressed myself. But to talk about my feelings, my emotions and shit, my bad days and my good days, I don't really talk to anybody about that at all. You know, last weekend, I went over to my friend's house. We watched the Ryan Garcia fight, and we stayed up hella late. We started playing FIFA and shit, and it was like 1 a.m. and I had to go to work the next morning. I have to work that same morning. It was 1 a.m. So I wanted to go back to sleep. So I wanted to go to sleep, not back to sleep. I wasn't asleep at all. I wanted to go to sleep. So I was going to sleep over at his house. And he just told me to go to the other room while they play FIFA still. Well, it's two of the other friends that stayed with me. And I must suck at telling stories, bro. There's so many details that I miss. You know, I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, my two other friends, they stay playing FIFA, and I tried to go to sleep. I laid there, and I couldn't stop thinking. You know, I couldn't shut down my brain. It's probably because of the blue light from playing FIFA, but I couldn't shut down my brain. I was just thinking, and at that moment, I felt like crying. I was just thinking about a lot of shit in my mind, just my future, my past, missing my past, being anxious about my future, and just the present moment, how, like, why, like, I'm just gonna get 5 hours of sleep, like, why the fuck am I still being a degenerate, you know, instead of being responsible and shit. I was thinking about a lot of things, and in that moment, I felt like fucking breaking down and crying, but I didn't want to. I fucking suppressed it. I didn't want to cry. And I went back to the room to play FIFA. And I was like, damn, I can't sleep, boys. And I just played FIFA again. And, you know, a little bit of time passed, like 30 more minutes passed. And I told them, like, they were talking, you know, they were speaking their emotions. And I was just listening to both of them, you know, paying attention to what they were saying. And then I was going to open up about my shit, and I was going to be like, yo, boys, like, well, I did say, yo, like, the reason why I couldn't sleep was I was about to cry. And I told them that. And they asked me, like, oh, why are you crying? What were you about to cry, bro? Why are you about to cry? And I'm like, nah, bro, it doesn't even matter no more. I don't feel like crying anymore. I'm chilling now. And the next day, I regretted not telling them, like, yo, I was thinking about this, I was thinking about that, I was thinking about, you know, that, whatever. I regretted not telling them that because, like, it's not fair to me to suppress my feelings. It doesn't feel okay. I feel like a pussy for not, you know, accepting the way I felt and accepting the shit that I've been feeling. I felt like a dumbass for not opening up to my bros, you know. I just felt like, I'm like, damn, I wish I could turn back time so I could tell them for real, like, why the fuck I was crying and shit. And maybe even cry in front of them. But obviously that didn't happen. And, you know, yeah, I started realizing that I shouldn't be suppressing these emotions, whether it be negative or good, because throughout my relationship, you know, it helped me a lot. It helped me to, you know, my ex, my girlfriend at the time, she helped me a lot to deal with my emotions, to, you know, just be okay with my emotions. And it did make me more, like, it made me more mature emotionally. And, you know, I feel like if I become numb again, as cringe as it sounds, like avoiding feelings and shit, avoiding talking about feelings, you know, if I start doing that again, all that emotion, I feel like all that emotional maturity that I went through is just gonna go away. And it'll probably, the same thing will probably, like, I just feel like to keep progressing in that aspect in life, being emotionally mature, I have to do that for myself, you know, find a way that I can express my feelings, find a comfortable way to express my feelings, because talking about my feelings is very uncomfortable to me. And I wanna build a bond with myself. I want to you know, heal myself. It's just confusing because I don't want to depend on somebody, you know, to be that emotional support. But I also understand that it is okay to have that emotional support. But first, I just want to do that for myself. You know, be open to that. Like, I have people around me that care, you know, and I could easily talk to them about it. But, you know, in the back of my head, I just feel like it's different because, like, with my girlfriend, my ex, it was kind of like we were devoted to each other. We were really devoted to each other. And when I talked about something, I could just tell she was fully devoted to making me feel okay, fully devoted to making sure I will be okay. And I struggle to find that with my friends and with my family, you know. because they all have their lives, They are devoted to themselves. If, my friends are devoted to themselves, they're not going to devote their life to making me feel okay. And my parents, they're devoted to, making their kids happy, but making themselves happy. But at the same time, I have two little brothers that, not to be like a little bitch about it, but they're more important than me. And they're very more important than me. They need more care, they need more attention than I do. So it's just trippy. It's just trippy. Like, the reason why I cried yesterday was because I don't even know if I should tell y'all. Like, I don't want to let y'all inside of my head that much. But I was thinking about my past relationship. How the last time that we saw each other and shit. And all those, everything was just replaying in my head. And all I just felt terrible for myself, because I have been noticing that I don't really talk about my emotions to anybody, and that made me feel fucked. That made me feel really fucked. Fuck. That just made me feel it made me feel sad. But it's like I'm glad I noticed it. I'm glad I didn't go down this path of just suppressing my emotions in an unhealthy way. Because I think there has, I don't know. I was going to say that there has to be a balance, but I think that's such a stupid thing to say, because balance is like perfection. There's no such thing as perfection in this world. And I don't think there'll be a balance, but I just have to be better at accepting them, voicing them out some way, whether it be through a video, through writing it down, but not keeping it all to myself, because it's my emotions are like a soda can, the more you shake them, the more gas the can is filled up by, and eventually it'll explode. And I think that's what happened. That's what happened yesterday. I kind of exploded. Everything just kind of hit me out of nowhere. Just wave of very fucking raw emotions. A wave of sentimental thoughts. And yeah, I think the lesson here for me, for the future me, is to just not be scared to speak out about my feelings and my emotions. It's because a lot of the time people just want to give me advice. It's not really it doesn't feel like they're listening. I probably just need a hug. I haven't really gotten a hug like the way my ex would give me the hug and shit. I don't know. Why the fuck? But yeah, I know I'll figure it out. Right now I'm stumped right now. I felt like expressing this, and it's not all the time that I feel like this. There's days where I feel like oh hell yeah, we're lit, like we're gonna make it. And there's days where it's just like, fuck, am I really gonna make it? Why the fuck did I do that? Why did I ever do that, you know? Why did I, why? Just why, you know? And then there's days where I'm like, hell yeah, keep going. And in those days, I just feel like telling somebody, like, yo, look, like, I just want to be embraced, you know? I just want to be embraced. Fuck, I don't even know if this video's going up, because this is too much. This is too much. Luckily for me, like, the only people that know about this channel are, well, well, my little brother knows about it now. I have 43 subscribers. Used to be an old channel. Like, I would stream Fortnite on this channel, and I gained some subscribers from that. But it was mainly like followers on my Instagram, because I would promote it and shit. Hopefully they don't watch this, because damn. Also lucky for me is that people don't have long attention spans. So probably me talking is to just click off and watch like a Mr. Reese video or some shit. But yeah, you know, thank y'all for listening. Shit's crazy. It would have been a year today. That's probably why I'm thinking about it a lot. And I have nobody to talk about it to besides y'all. Well, I do. See, that's the thing. I really do. But it's just, I guess I choose not to. You know, I don't want to be a burden to them. And even though I know I won't be, it's just, you know, getting the dedication, the devotion from a partner, that devotion and that dedication is what I'm missing. Because, you know, like I said, my parents have their own lives, my friends have their own lives, and with my partner, it felt like they were devoted to me. So that's really that. Like, that's what I'm missing a lot the most. So no, I don't know what I have to do. But we'll figure it out, for real.